नमः परमऋषिभ्यो नमः परमऋषिभ्यः। हरिः ओम्। अन्तरायतिमिरूपशान्तये शान्तपावनमचिन्त्य वैभवम् तन्नरं वपुषि कुञ्जरं मुखे मन्महे किमपि तुन्दिलं महः। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः। गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। यस्यान्तन्नादिमध्यं न हि करचरणं नामगोत्रं न सूत्रं नो जातिर्नैव वर्णा न भवति पुरुषो नानपुंसं न च स्त्रीं नाकारं नो विकारं न हि जनिमरणं नास्ति पुण्यं न पापं तत्त्वं नो तत्त्वमेकं सहजसमरसं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि। सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां। मौनव्याख्या प्रकटितवरब्रह्मतत्त्वं युवानं वर्षिष्ठान्तेव सदृशिगणैरावृतं ब्रह्मनिष्ठैः आचार्येन्द्रं करकलितचिन्मुद्रमानन्दरूपं स्वात्मा रामं मुदितवदनं दक्षिणामूर्तिमीडे। वेदान्तार्थविभासकाय यतये शान्ताय सन्न्यासिने नानावादिनगेन्द्रसङ्घपवये योगीन्द्रवन्द्याय च मोहध्वान्तदिवाकराय भगवत्पादाभिधां बिभ्रते तस्मै भाष्यकृते नमोऽस्तु सततं। पूर्णाय बोधात्मने अपारसच्चित्सुखवारिराशेः यस्योर्मिमात्रं भुवनं समस्तं गुहाहितं तं रमणं गभीरं चिन्ताविहीनं हृदि चिन्तयामि। देहं मृण्मयवज्जडात्मकमहं बुद्धिर्न तस्यास्त्यतो नाहं तत्तदभावसुप्तिसमये सिद्धात्मसद्भावतः। कोऽहं भावयुतः कुतो वरधिया दृष्ट्वात्मनिष्ठात्मनां सोऽहं स्फूर्तितया अरुणाचलशिवः पूर्णो विभाति स्वयं। शोणप्रभं सोमकलावतंसं पाणिस्फुरत्पञ्चश्रेक्षुचापं प्राणप्रियं नौमि पिनाकपाणेः कोणत्रयस्थं कुलदैवतं नः। नमामि यामिनीनाथलेखालङ्कृतकुन्तलां भवानीं भवसन्तापनिर्वापणसुधानदीं चूडोत्तंसितचन्द्रचारुकलिकां चञ्जत्सिकाभास्वरो लीलादग्धविलोलकामशलभश्रेयो दशाग्रे स्फुरन् अन्तःस्फूर्जतपारमोहतिमिरप्राग्भारमुच्चाटयन् चेतः सद्मनियोगिनां विजयते ज्ञानप्रदीपो हरः योऽन्तः प्रविश्य मम वाचमिमां प्रसुप्तां सञ्जीवयत्यखिलशक्तिधरस्वधाम्नाम् अन्यांश हस्तचरणश्रवणत्वगादीन् प्राणान्नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यम्। जन्माद्यस्य यतोऽन्वयादितरतश्च अर्थेष्वभिज्ञस्वराट् तेने ब्रह्महृदायादिकवये मुह्यन्ति यत्सूरयः तेजो वारिमृदां यथा विनिमयो यत्र त्रिसर्गो मृषां धाम्ना स्वेन सदा निरस्तकुहकं सत्यं परं धीमहि कस्मै येन विभासितो यमतुलो ज्ञानप्रदीपः पुरा तद्रूपेण च नारदाय मुनये कृष्णाय तद्रूपिणां योगीन्द्राय तदात्मनाथ भगवद्राताय कारुण्यतः तच्छुद्धं विमलं विशोकममृतं सत्यं परं धीमहि धर्मः प्रोज्झितकैतवोऽत्र परमो निर्मत्सराणां सतां वेद्यं वास्तवमत्र वस्तु शिवदं तापत्रयोन्मूलनं श्रीमद्भागवते महामुनिकृते किं वा परैः ईश्वरः सद्यो हृद्यवरुध्यतेऽत्र कृतिभिः शुश्रूषुभिस्तक्षणात् निगमकल्पतरोर्गलितं फलं शुकमुखादमृतद्रवसंयुतं पिबद भागवतं रसम् आलयं मुहुरहो रसिकाः भुवि भावुकाः यं प्रव्रजन्तमनुपेतमपेतकृत्यं द्वैपायनो विरहकातर आजुहाव पुत्रेदि तन्मयतया तरवोऽभिनेदुः तं सर्वभूतहृदयं मुनिम् आनतोऽस्मि यस्वानुभावमखिलश्रुतिसानमेकम् अध्यात्मदीपम् अतितितीर्षदां तमोन्धं संसारिणां करुणयाः पुराणगुह्यं तं व्याससूनुमुपयामि गुरुं मुनीनां नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत् सच्चिदानन्दरूपाय विश्वोत्पत्त्यादिहेतवे तापत्रयविनाशाय श्रीकृष्णाय वयं नुमः। ध्येयं सदा परिभवग्नमभीष्टदोहं तीर्थास्पदं शिवविरिञ्जिनुतं शरण्यं भृत्यार्तिहं प्रणतपालभवाब्धिपूतं वन्दे महापुरुषते चरणारविन्दम्। सोऽहं ममाहमिति मूढमतिर्विगाढः त्वन्मायया विरचितात्मनि सानुबन्धे तत्त्वञ्जसा निगदितं भवता यथाहं संसाधयामि भगवन् अनुशाधिभृत्यम्। For last many days we have been meditating on Bhagavatam, Ekadasha Skandha. Here, Bhagavan Krishna, who taught Bhagavad Gita to Arjuna, the same Krishna, in a different tone. The teaching is same, but there is a lot of fire of renunciation, more the fire of renunciation and bhakti in Bhagavatam. So here, it is uncompromisingly Bhagavan says, Uddhava, you give up everything and go to Badri, Alakananda, and meditate on me. This is the very beginning of the teaching. There is a beautiful work called Narayaniyam. Narayana Bhattadiri, a great devotee of Guruvayurappan, has written Narayaniyam 1,000 verses, more than 1,000 verses. It's also an ecstatic language. There he has condensed the Bhagavatam very beautifully. There he says, he makes it as a prayer to Bhagavan, give me that power to renounce. Bandhu sneham vijahyam tavahi karunaya tvai upaveshitatma sarvam tyaktva chareyam sakalamapi jagadvikshya maya vilasam nanatvad भ्रांतिजन्याद खलु गुणदोषावबोधे विधिर्वा व्यासेधो वा कथं तौ त्वयि निहितमते वीतवैषम्यबुद्धे. Is praying, Bhagavan, give me renunciation. Let me renounce everything. Let me give up my attachment to all people who remind me the body. And by your compassion, let me roam about meditating on the non-dual self, viewing the entire existence as Atma Swarupa. There is no Dvaita Buddhi there, no Dvandva. In that state, let me roam about. This is his prayer to Bhagavan. Any sadhaka can take those portions about after 90 dashakas. It's all Ekadasha Skandha condensed. He's a great Vyakarana, grammarian. So he's condensed the entire Bhagavad Gita in one verse. Those who can enjoy the Sanskritam can enjoy it. Jishno tvam Krishna sutaha khalu samaramukhe bandhughate dayalum khinnam tam vikshya viram kimidam aisakhe nitya eko yamatma kovadhyaha kotra hanta tadiha vadhabiyam projya Mayarpitatma dharmyam yuddham chareti prakriti manayatha darshayan vishwarupam. Those who are not familiar with Narayaniyam, but those who know Sanskritam can marvel at these verses. That is why I am chanting these verses. And those who cannot understand the meaning also can enjoy the sound, the beauty of the sound, the Shabda Bhangi. I am not going to translate those verses because we have already spoken elaborately about the teaching. It is just the condensed form of what we have spoken all these days. Okay, yesterday we saw how Bhagavan said, one who has given up all the desires and take refuge in the Lord is a great bhakta. When true bhakti arises in the heart, that is a rare thing to see. All great bhaktas, they say we have no bhakti, we have no bhakti. Even Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi says to Arunachala, Arunachala, I have no bhakti to you. Anburu Arunachala Ajan Meruha Yahattunai Ninaindu Naindu Urugum Anbili Yanak. I do not have anbu, I do not have bhakti. My mind should melt like as if wax put in fire. But I do not have that kind of bhakti. So when true bhakti comes, Vaggadgata Dravade Yasya Chittam Rudatya Bhikshnam Hasati Kvachicha Vilajja Udgayati Nrityate Cha Madbhakti Yukto Bhuvanam Punati. A true bhakta, he purifies the world. Wherever a bhakta stays, that place becomes pure. I am reminded about one incident. Now in Sringeri Math there are two Shankaracharyas. One is Bharati-tirtha Mahaswami, and the next newly appointed Shankaracharya is Vidushekara Bharati Swami, the younger Swami. Before these two, there was one Shankaracharya, Abhinav Vidyatirtha Swami. Swamiji or might have seen them very closely. And he has travelled a lot. During one of his travel in Tamil Nadu, in one place, a big rich person has arranged his full house for the sake of Swami's camp. So when Swamiji came there, they have kept the house very clean, all the clothes removed, because all according to the orthodox achara, no clothes should remain there. So everything was cleansed and kept clean, very blank. So Swami's devotees came and made all arrangements. But when Abhinav Vidyatirtha Swamiji entered the house, he went inside the house, checked every room, and then came out and walked around the compound. And there was one guest house, a small room, it was kept closed, locked. Swamiji said, please open this room. And they opened the room. He went inside the room and checked and said, I will stay here. That house was a big bungalow, but he felt like staying in that small guest house outside. He said, I will stay in this room. And he asked the owner of the house, who is staying here? He said, one of our workers is staying in this room. Call him. And that worker came. As with trepidation he came and did namaskar. And Swamiji asked, are you doing any sadhana? He could not understand what sadhana means. But Swamiji asked him, do you do some dhyana or something? He said, no, Swamiji, I know only chanting of Bhagavan's nama. And every day in this room, as long as I can, I will chant Bhagavan nama. Then Swami said, oh, you must be chanting it with so much love that the entire room has collected that atmosphere. And here there is a fragrance of that bhakti. That is why I was attracted to this room. I am attracted to this room. I want to stay here. All blessings are there for you, that you will attain great spiritual heights, saying he was blessed. So see, bhakti punati. It purifies. When a bhakta remains in a place, the place becomes pure. There are certain elements which purifies. Mantram purifies, devotee purifies, a divine book purifies the place. Ganga Jala purifies. Sri Ramakrishna used to say, it is Brahmavari. This Ganga water is Brahmavari. And sometimes people used to come to Dakshineshwar to see Ramakrishna, and they will be waiting for him and will be talking, gossiping about worldly matters, about politics or something. Then Ramakrishna will come and say, this is not a place where you can speak all these things. This place became impure. And after they go away, he will sprinkle Ganga water there, because this place became impure, because they were discussing worldly things. So he will sprinkle Ganga water there. Yesterday I spoke about Niswanji Maharaj. In him only, in my younger days, I saw how the faith in such things are very important. He used to keep Ganga Jalam and will drink and will say, if you take Ganga Tirtha every day, bhakti will come. One should have that kind of simple faith. Bhagavata says, those who remain near the rivers like Ganga, Yamuna, or like Kaveri, Narmada, and especially southern place, of course northern Ganga Tira is very famous. But in Kali, Bhagavatam says, those who stay near Kaveri, those who stay near Partichi, Bharata Nadi, Godavari, all of them also become devotees. Kalau khalu bhavishyanti narayana parayanaham kvachin maharaja. Here, there, everywhere devotees will be there in Kali. Dravideshu bhurishaha. In the southern areas, there will be very many devotees. You can see that in Maharashtra. So many devotees in Maharashtra. We can say because of that it is called Maharashtra. So many devotees came. And some person is a carpenter, another is a tailor, another is a grocery merchant, another is a normal Brahmana, another was a child. All kind of varieties. They were not sannyasis, they were doing normal work. They are called Varakaris. Constantly chanting Bhagavan Nama. They were all Advaita Jnanis also. Unlike the Bengal Vaishnavism. Bengal Vaishnavism are very strong Dvaitis. But in Maharashtra you see such great enlightened beings, and they are all Advaitis also. They are all great Bhagavata Vyakyan, Bhagavad Gita Vyakyan and Jnaneshwari, everything came there. But they are all pure Advaitis. So many bhaktas came on the bank of Pratichi, everywhere. Epi banti jalam tasam manuja manujeshwara prayo bhaktaha bhavishyanti vasudeve amalashaya. Those who drink that Ganga water, they become great devotees. You can see so many devotees like Tyagaraja Swami, Dikshitar, that very musicians also, they came there. Sadashiva Brahmendra Swami, the great Avadhuta, was born there. And many devotees were born. In Bengal also so many devotees have come, Krishna Bhaktas have come, but that is a different type of nature. But here you see, here also many devotees came. And Narayana Bhattadri says, Guru Ayurappa, I also belong to that list. Somehow I have also got a place. I am also born near this river. I am also drinking that river water. A little bhakti has come. Don't push me out. We can also pray to Bhagavan like that. Somehow we have come to Rishikesh Shivanandaji Maharaj's parampara, and Swamiji's grace has fallen on us, and we can pray, please do not push us out. Bhaktastavat kalau syuhu. Very beautiful verse. I am tempted to chant it. Bhaktastavat kalau syuhu. Dramidabu vitato bhurishastatra chochaihi. Kaverim tamraparnim. These are all the name of the rivers. Bhaktaha tavat kalau syuhu. This is the expansion of the Bhagavata verse here. In Kali, many bhaktas will come. Dramidabu vitato bhurishastatra chochaihi. In Dravida, in the southern side, so many bhaktas will come. Kaverim tamraparnim. Anukila Kritamalam. Kritamala is a river in Madurai. It's called Vaigai Aru. Anukila Kritamalam cha punyam pratichim. And then he expresses, Ha mamapi etad andarbhavamapi cha vibho. O Lord, O all-pervading one, I am also in that list, he says. I am also born in that same area which you have spoken in Bhagavatam. Ha mamapi etad andarbhavamapi cha vibho. Kinchid anjadrasam tvayi. I have a little taste of bhakti, taste of spiritual interest is also there in me. Asha apashair nibadhya Brahmayana Bhagavan Purayatvan Nishevam. Very beautiful prarthana. He says, don't bind me with asha and pasham, attachment and desire and vasana with those things. Please do not make me suffer. Give me your nisheva, means let me, the rest of my life, let me lead a disciplined spiritual practice. Bhakti sadhana. Bhagavata aradhana lakshano dharma. Bhagavata says, the word dharma very simply Bhagavata defines. It means your entire life is a process of bhakti. You are constantly doing Bhagavata Aradhana, and Bhagavata Aradhana is dharma. Bhagavata Aradhana Lakshano Dharma. All other dharma is called Kaitava Dharma. It is called deceptive dharma. It looks like dharma, but it binds you. It makes you suffer. And real dharma is only Bhagavata Aradhana, only bhakti, only Bhagavad Dhyana, nothing else. So this kind of bhakti, when it comes, Narayana Bhattacharya says, I have more fascination for bhakti, Guru Ayappa. I don't hate jnanam. I am not against karma marga, but I want bhakti, See, he was a great scholar and was a worldly person. He was very attached to worldly pleasures. And his father-in-law, his wife's father, was a great devotee and was a scholar also. His name was Achyuta Pisharadi. And he was teaching many students Sanskrit, Shastra. And Bhattacharya was sleeping and waking very late. By about 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock he woke up, and instead of toothbrush they will have the neem stick. So with the neem stick in his mouth, he came and all students were sitting and his guru was teaching. In between them, he just jumped and went that side with the neem stick in his mouth. Seeing him, that Achyuta Pisharadi, his guru, said, Kashtam. He said, alas, it is very sad that such a great Brahmin body has been wasted. He heard it. That very moment, a fire of dispassion arose in him. He went and took bath in the river and came back and did a long namaskara to his father-in-law and said, teach me. Now I am your disciple. With so much bhakti he came and surrendered. Hence he says, Muktidam vipradeham kshudre ha hanta vishayarase mama kshipa pahimam marutesha. O Guruvayurappa, rescue me. Somehow I have got this vipradeha, this body which is pure to do japa, dhyana, satsanga, veda parayana, and I have wasted it all these days. Liberate me. This kind of bhakti arose in him and he says, I need bhakti, O Bhagavan. Shreyo margeshu bhaktau adhiga bahumatihi. I like all other paths, but I have more affection, attachment to bhakti. Shreyo margeshu bhaktau adhiga bahumatihi. What kind of bhakti? Constantly we will be speaking about our own life. When two people speak, actually one person will speak and other person will wait him to stop. Then he will start. And both will be boasting about their life or their children's life. I did that, I did this, I was working there and my son is in America, my daughter is here. This will be the worldly people talking. Nothing else. So you are always, you like to speak about some story, better speak about Bhagavat Katha. Janma karmani bhuyaha. You no more remember your birth. People have all, their birthday has become so important. I don't know why. In our younger days, nobody remembered birthday. Sometimes it will just go, nobody will remember. Now every jewelry shop owner knows our birthday. Every textile shop owner knows our birthday. They will wish you. Everything has become consumerism. So much importance is given to this body. And he says, if you want to celebrate birthday, let it be Krishna's birthday. Let it be Rama's birthday. Now we have Rama Navami comes. And if you want to speak about the sports, the activities, you speak about Bhagavad Leela. Just train yourself to contemplate on Bhagavat Katha. Janma karmani bhuyaha gayan. All the songs must represent the divine. If it represents human body, relationship, everything, such things, it is called Gramya Katha. It just brings your mind downward. Let it be transcendental. Let it be divine. Let it take your mind away from this world to the divine heights. Sangita jnanamu bhakti vina sanmargamu galade o manasa. I spoke about Tyagaraja Swami when he was a small boy. Music was inside him, in his heart. He took a charcoal and wrote in the wall, Vandanamu, Vandanamu, Raghunandanam, Setu Bandana, Bhakta Chandana, Rama Vandanamu, Raghunandana. This is his first song. Seeing that his father Rama Brahma was a great devotee, he just took the boy, hugged the boy and took him to Venkataraman Bhagavata, a great teacher. And he started teaching the boy. The boy had music in him, ocean of music, and bhakti also. So when he was only 10 or 11 years, his teacher took him to the king, Sharaboji. And in his court, he asked Tyagaraja sing. And Tyagaraja sang ecstatically on Rama. He was a small boy, he just obeyed his guru. Listening to that song, King Sharaboji was just enraptured. He took one of his necklace and put it in Tyagaraja's neck. Very, very valuable golden necklace. And everybody, what will people do? They applauded. They were all praising him. And his own teacher was delighted. And while they were returning from the court in their chariot, when they were coming back, it's a carriage drawn by bulls. There, when they were coming back, teacher Venkataraman Bhagavatar was speaking high about Tyagaraja. Even I did not get such recognition. You have got such recognition in your younger age. By the time he saw this little boy sitting with his face covered with cloth and sobbing, the teacher asked, "What? Why are you crying?" He said, "No. Is this the fruit of singing?" The boy asked the teacher, "Oh master, is for this that I am learning music? Then I don't want music." Swararaga sudha rasayuta bhakti. He said, with all the support of musical science, as like swara, raga, nectarine music, it is all like paricharana devatas, and the real devata is bhakti. For bhakti, I will take all music, but music is not for music. I will take music only as a support, as a bhakti sadhana. Sangita jnanamu bhakti vina sanmargamu galate o manasa. He is asking his own mind, "Oh mind, tell me, music or any art devoid of bhakti, will it lead a person to a higher form of life? Or will he fall by aggrandizing his ego?" So this is the music. So it is all pure bhakti. So such great devotees were born there. So this kind of bhakti has to come. So Bhattadri says, "Guruvayurappa, I need bhakti. Shreyo margeshu bhaktau adhika bahumatihi. Janma karmani bhuyaha. Gayan shemani namani. Api tadubhayadah pradrudam pradrutatma. Udyad hasah kadachit." Sometimes I will laugh with bhakti. Kuhachidabirudan, sometimes I will weep. Kvabigarjan, sometimes in Nama Sankirtana, we can hear sometimes when some devotees come in ashram also, when they do that door, that Nama Sankirtana in the morning, Garjan, it is just like a roar. Pragayan, Unmadiva Pranrityan, like a mad person. Sometimes a bhakta looks like a mad person. Unmadiva pranrityan. Ai kuru karunam. Be compassionate to me, O Lord. Show your compassion. Ai kuru karunam. Lokabahyasyareyam. The world, let them consider me as a crack. Let them push me out, let them consider me as useless. Then only I know that I am evolving spiritually. So that is the good sign, he says. So Vadgadgada dravade yasya chittam Rudatya bhikshnam hasadikvajitcha Vilajjavudgayati nrityate cha Madbhakti yukto bhuvanam punadi. Yathagnina hemamalam jahati. When you put gold in fire, the gold is made pure by putting in fire. Like that, the mind also becomes pure by bhakti yoga. Yathagnina hemamalam jahati dmadam punaha swam bhajade cha rupam atma cha karmanushayam vidhuya madbhakti yogena bhajatyatho mam yatha yathatma parimrjate sau. That cleaning, with a brush you clean. Like that the mind also gets cleansed by bhakti. Yatha yathatma parimrjate sau matpunya gatha shravanabhidhanaihi. The more and more the mind becomes pure, tatha tata pashyati vastu sukshmam chakshur yatha anjana samprayuktam. The sampradaya of Bhagavata is, it will speak that bhakti is the greatest. Nothing is equal to bhakti. And bhakti will purify you. And after all that ecstatic explosion, suddenly you will find that the verses stand before pure Advaita Jnana. You are suddenly led towards the spot where when the mind becomes pure, you will have Atma Jnana. And the example given is, Anjana. Anjana means a collyrium. A mystic ointment. If you put it in your eyes, they say, if you look here, there, you will find hidden gold. There are stories like that. The gold otherwise not visible for ordinary eyes. When they wear this Anjana, it will be visible. Don't ask me where we will get Anjana. But it is given as an example here, like Kabir says, Guru Kripa Anjana Payo Mere Bhai. You get the Anjana of Guru Kripa. Then you will see Rama everywhere. Now you are seeing world, but if you wear the Anjana of Guru Kripa, you will see Rama everywhere. Here also Bhagavatam says, when the mind is sufficiently pure, by listening to Bhagavad Katha, by chanting Bhagavan Nama, by all bhakti sadhana, when the mind is pure, tata pashyati vastu sukshmam. Sukshmam vastu pashyati. That pure mind beholds that subtle thing. Chakshur yatha anjana samprayuktam. So, a pure mind becomes powerful enough to meditate, to enter the state of samadhi. When the mind is sufficiently pure, naturally the inquiry happens, who am I? What is my real nature? For a pure mind, no outer teacher is needed. Even if there is no outer teacher, the inquiry will happen within. Who is within? What is this? Who am I? What is my real nature? This question will arise within. Vishayandhyayadashittam vishayeshu vishajjate. If allow the mind to worldly objects, they get stuck there. Mam anusmarataha chittam mayyeva praviliyate. See, the only instrument we have is this mind. The thing is where you use it. If you use it in the world, it will get more and more dark. If you soak it in satsanga, in Bhagavan Nama Japa, in reading good books, in pranayama, yoga sadhana, everything, it becomes more and more and more pure. Manasaivedam aptavyam nehana nasti kinchana. The Upanishad says, You cannot attain Brahman through mind. The same Upanishad says you have to attain only with the mind. Both are right. Because the mind cannot know Brahman as an object. As I see you, you cannot see it. As I think, Brahman cannot be made a thought. When the mind becomes pure, it turns inward to drik. From drishya, it turns to drik, to the sakshi, to one's swarupa, and learns to abide there. Thus, the mind, the subtle mind, the pure mind, Shuddha Mana, it recognizes the Atman, the self within. Mam anusmarataha chittam mayeva praviliyate. When the mind meditates on me, it just merges, gets absorbed in me. Hence, tasmad asadabhidhyanam yatha swapna manoratam hitva mayi samadhatsva manomadbhava bhavitam. A sadhaka must be very, very careful in using his mind. Constantly he should send his mind towards God. Voluntarily, consciously, you have to put effort to purify the mind. Train it to do japa, dhyana, good book reading, everything is needed. Every little practices will be useful. Because we have so much time, life means time, and fill time with Bhagavad Dhyana in one form or the other. Then the mind will slowly gather that vasana, that samskara, and it will become pure. You do this, tasmad asadabhidhyanam. If you constantly hear and think about false things, you will suffer. Satyanusandhana rato vimuktaha, mityanusandhana ratastu nashet. Viveka Chudamani says, if you meditate on Satyam, you will be free. If you meditate on Mithya, you will be bound. You will get ruined. But the mind is constantly in contact with the world. Hence, Vyasa Bhagavan gave us Bhagavatam. Shivanji Maharaj, after his life, after his physical disappearance also, we should not miss Guru. If a person considers his Guru as a human being, Deshike Manava Bhrantim, as a shloka, a person who considers his Guru as a human being, Pratimasu Shilamatim. And when you see Vishwanatha there, it is also a rock, a stone, made by stone. If you consider it as Shila, Mantreshu Akshara Buddhim cha. And he considers a mantra, Panjakshara or Ashtachara, it is after all alphabet. Kurvano Nirayam Vrajed, he is closing all his ways to moksha. So this should not be done. So when Shivanji Maharaj was there in physically, people enjoyed his presence. But physically when he disappeared, then also his presence is there. But lot of books are also given. Wherever you are, you can read that literature. And in that, his heart is there. Like that Bhagavan Vedavyasa. Why are we worshipping Vedavyasa now? Because he has given us all the Puranas, Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam. Vyasa Uchishtam Jagat Sarvam. Shankaracharya we are worshipping because after this so many thousands of years, we are again studying the Bhashyam, the Upanishad, Bhashyam, Prakarana Granthas, everything. So they have left us with so many Granthas for meditation. Shravana, Smarana, Arhani Karishyan. The main purpose of their incarnation is, even after their time, the fragrance continues. They leave the footprints through which they entered God. You can also follow them. In Shruti Gita it is said, Nidhaya Gataha, they have left their footprints here so that you can follow them. In Vivekachudamani, the Guru tells the disciple, don't fear. There is a very well laid out path to attain liberation. Ma bhaishta vidvan, tavanasti apayaha. You have nothing to fear. Nothing untoward will happen. Samsara sindhoho tarane asti upayaha. To cross this ocean of samsara, there is a perfect way. It is not something which I have found. Yenaiva yataha yatayosya param. The royal path by which so many sages have walked, so many saints have walked, that path I know, I will take you in the same path. So this is the declaration of a teacher, Shankaracharya. So we have so much to meditate. Why unnecessarily waste our time? Tasmad asadabhidhyanam yatha swapna manoratham hitva mayi samadatsva manomadbhava bhavitam. Today we went to Brahmapuri. One devotee took us to a place where Swami Ramatirtha stayed, the cave. 1906, Deepavali day, Ramatirtha dropped his body in Ganga there, the same place. When we went there, it is very difficult to reach that place. But when we saw that, the thought came, so much vairagya, so much dispassion. They have sought out places where they will not have any disturbance from world, so that they can plunge deep into meditation. They were so careful about their spiritual life. Here Bhagavan says, keep yourself away from all attractions that will pull you down. Strinam stri sanginam cha sangam tyaktva durada atmavan ksheme vivikta asinaha chintayen mam atandritaham na tathasya bhavet klesho bandhashanya prasangataha yoshit sangat yatha pumsaha yatha tat sangi sangataha. For women become a cause for distraction. So too for women, men becomes a cause for distraction. So it is better to stay alone, away from all distractions which can take the mind away from dhyana, because it is not the flaw of any man or woman, it is nature. The mind will start meditating on man or woman instead of Bhagavan. The mind will start thinking about woman, or the woman's mind will start thinking about a man, not Bhagavan. So here Bhagavan says, keep away alone in solitude. I am just translating the verses, that's all. Keep away, stay alone in solitude and meditate on me. Don't unnecessarily get distracted by any person, any object or any emotion. Whenever the mind goes out, bring it back and make it stay in Bhagavan's divine form, and slowly take the mind to that pure conscious state where no thoughts arise and no name or form comes, and when the mind remains in absolute peace, Tatra labdhapadam chittam akrishya vyom nidharayet. It's all very crystal clear instruction for meditation. First instruction is given to meditate on the form of Bhagavan. Many places in Bhagavatam you will see the divine form of Vishnu described, how to meditate. Meditate on that form. Sama asana asinaham samakayo yatha sukham hasta utsanga adhaya svanasagra krite kshanaha. First you sit in an asana, let the body remain still, then do some pranayama. Pranasya shodhayen margam purakumbhagare chakaihi viparyayena apishanaihi abhyasen nirjitendriyaha. Then what should one do? Hridya vichinnam omkaram ghandanadam visornavat praneno dirya tatrata punasamveshayet swaram. Constantly chanting Om, Om, Om. Evam pranava sanyuktam pranameva samabhyaset. Thus with the support of pranava, one should practice pranayama. Dasha pranayama. After that, in the Hridaya Sthana, you meditate on Bhagavan. Samam prashantam vanni madhye smared rupam. Every day we are speaking about Atma Vichara, Atma Dhyana. Now we are speaking about meditating on a form. But when you meditate on a form, how should you meditate? Here he says, let there be fire around. The beautiful form of Narayana must stand inside fire. Thus you meditate. Vanni madhye smared rupam mama itadhyana mangalam. This is all Vaishnava Tantra. And thus you have to meditate. Vanni madhye smared rupam mama itadhyana mangalam samam prashantam sumukam dirghacharu chaturbhujam sucharu sundaragrivam sukapolam shuchismitam samanakarna vinyasta spuran makarakundalam hemambaram ghanashyamam shrivatsa sriniketanam shankha-chakra gada patma vanamala vibhushitam nupuraihi vilasatpadam kaustubha prabhayayutam dyumat kirita kataka katisutrangadayudam sarvanga sundaram hridyam prasada sumukhikshanam sukumaram abhidhyayed sarvangeshu manodhadad. Each and every limb of the Lord you meditate, and every step the limb is so perfect, whether it is the feet, whether it is the thighs, whether it is the hip, whether it is the chest, whether it is the shoulders, whether it is the hands, all the four hands, whether it is that beautiful face where the eyes are brimming with karuna, compassion. It is like an ocean of compassion. And the kirita in the head, and the pitambara and vanamala, and kaustubha, shankha, chakra, gada, everything is described. Thus meditate indriyani indriyartebhyo manasa krishyatan manaha buddhya sarathina dhiraha pranayen mai sarvatah. You practice thus, slowly love for him will arise. The divine love will arise in the heart. Tat sarva vyapakam chittam akrishyavyom nidharayet. Thus, when the form of the Lord is so perfectly visible inside, then let everything merge in an inner sky. You don't no more see the form of the Lord, the pranava, all the mantras merge in the pranava, Omkara, and there is only a space, an akasha inside, nothing, just blueness. Just infinite blueness. Tatra labdhapadam chittam akrishya vyom nidharayet. then no thought crosses that akasha. No idea comes, no self-image comes, then leave that meditation also. Tachatyaktva madaroho na kinchidapi chintayet. Then let not the aspirant initiate any single thought. Let him stay without any thought sprouting within, without any single thought crossing his mind. Let him stay quiet, still, unaffected by anything. Evam samahitamatihi mameva atmanam atmani vichaste mai sarvatman jyotir jyotishi sanyutam. It is like a flame merging in the fire. It is like a drop of water merging in the ocean. The jiva, the I thought, merges in the source into the infinite amness, the existence, awareness. Thus, merging in one's own real nature, abiding as the self. Let him remain absolutely still in samadhi, dhyanena itham sutivrena yunjato yogino mana samyasyati ashu nirvanam dravyajnana kriya brahmaha. Thus becoming familiar with that thoughtless state, with that state of pure awareness, one no more gets deluded. The delusion of matter goes away from him. That is dravya. And the delusion of knowledge by intellect or by mind or by senses, it all becomes worthless. Jnana. And the delusion of activity, it also leaves him. He now more thinks that I am the doer, I am the enjoyer, that Kriya Brahma is gone. He no more thinks that objects are real. He finds everything is Atman. It is just like Patatantuvat. Like when you take a cloth, every thread, the cloth is made of threads. Like that, the entire existence is made of God. So no more Dravya Brahma. Everything, whatever he beholds, whether it is man or woman or earth or tree or plant or sky or rock, everything is Hari, Hare He Shariram. So no Dravya Brahma. And Jnanam also, Jnanam means Atma Swarupa. Jnanam is Swaswarupa, no other Jnanam. So all this Brahma is gone. Samyasyati Ashu Nirvanam. Then no more mind. He reaches the state of Amani Bhava, mindless state. Such a one is a Jivan Mukta. He just wanders about. Sometimes, in that state, Siddhis will come. Jitendriyasya yuktasya jitashvasasya yoginaha. He is a Jitendriya, he is a yogi, and Pranajaya has happened in him. Mai dharayatascetaha upatishtanti siddhayaha. All siddhis will come. That is how people are fascinated by seeing a Siddha Purusha, a yogi. When he is sufficiently established in meditation, various siddhis come. The next chapter, if you want to know about siddhi, you read the 15th chapter in Bhagavata, 11th Skandha. All kind of siddhis are explained. This siddhi, that siddhi, you can go through the sky, disappear from one place, appear in another place. Anima, Mahima, everything will come. So, but Bhagavan says, Antarayane vadanti etaha. The siddhis are all hurdles for ultimate attainment. So a yogi never falls into this. He never gets attracted by siddhis. So he crosses the siddhi. So Uddhava asked Bhagavan, I don't want any siddhis, I want only you. Please teach me more. Yah kasya bhumau divivairasayam vibhudayo dikshu maha vibhute tamahyamakkya hi anubhavitaste namamite tirtha padanghripatmam. In Bhagavad Gita 10th chapter is Vibhuti Yoga. Like that here also. The 16th chapter is Vibhuti Yoga. Uddhava asks about Vibhutis and Krishna describes full chapter about various glories of Bhagavan. And then Varnashrama. About Brahmacharya Ashrama, Grihastha Ashrama, Vanapastha Ashrama, Sannyasa Ashrama, all the niyamas are given. If you study Bhagavatam, this portion, you can know what is Sannyasa Dharma, Vanaprastha Dharma, Grihastha Dharma, everything. In 11th Skandha itself, it came elaborately. Here also it is there, how a Vanapastha should stay. Those who are interested in such things, they can learn these things from these chapters. Then Yama, Niyama, everything is spoken about. And then a very interesting story of a bhikshu is narrated by Bhagavan, Bhikshu Geetam. That is a very famous part of Ekadasha Skandha. Tomorrow we are concluding our session. So there we will see the Bhikshu Geetam and conclude this Ekadasha Skandha portion tomorrow. It's a big ocean. Many portions in Ekadasha Skandha cannot be taken as a discourse. You have to study from a teacher if you are interested. In a discourse we can only touch here, there, some important portion we take and speak. So we will continue tomorrow. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Yato mamatma bhavasi tvameva, tato navachyam mama kinjidasti, yatha taveshtam kurumam tatheva, tvam atmanatham ramanam pacha.